opportunities in Latin America and Caribbean. So with this initiative and this particular conclave, we are expecting our Indian businessmen, those who are interested in that particular continent, either for the imports or the exports or for the investment opportunities. I think this particular conclave will be very, very useful in that. We starting this series from today, opportunities in different countries. So this is the first kind of this program we are doing for Mexico today. I want to welcome His Excellency Consul General of Mexico in Mumbai for this program.
Thank you very much, Mr. Chairman, and thank you. I want to thank the Global India Business Forum for giving us the opportunity to be here with such a distinguished public, and give us the opportunity to talk more about Mexico, about the opportunities for trade and investment, and in particular for opportunities for SMEs and startups. So, I mean, just a brief snapshot of Mexico. In case you don't know, Mexico is a very large economy, very large country. Of course, not as large as India. Very few countries are, but still we are the 15th largest economy in the world, and we're the 10th largest country by population size. So and we are at the top of the global rankings in terms of exports and recipients of foreign direct investment. It's some of the largest economic blocs in the world, including a series of countries in Latin America, with the European Union, with the Pacific Rim countries, and of course, the most important for us, the North America Free Trade Agreement, USMCA. As I was saying, Mexico is at the top of the foreign direct investment recipients in the world. Most of the very large brands, the largest manufacturers, the biggest names in world business are present in Mexico. Of course, something very important for for us and for the companies that are planning to invest or to conduct business in Mexico is the availability of of workforce and human talent. So coming then to India and Mexico, well, we always say, and I always say that we are natural partners. So very briefly, I want to tell you that the government of our President Claudia Sheinbaum has established an economic plan called Plan Mexico that is designed to entice and to give incentives for Indian companies, for foreign companies to invest in our country, that has dedicated special economic zones and very attractive tax and tariff incentives, so that we can make the investment in Mexico more attractive. So we have also a very large exemption and rebate of tariffs, not only of the tax, the value-added tax and other taxes in general, but specifically for tariffs for components or materials that are imported to Mexico to be re-exported or to be manufactured and transformed in Mexico. So let me touch briefly about the opportunities for Indian companies, and specifically for importers here in India. I was looking at the I was looking at the list of companies that confirmed their attendance to this webinar, and we saw that there was a large amount of companies related to agribusiness. So usually we focus more on the manufacturing sector, but we wanted to also talk about the agricultural business, where we think that there are a large potential. So other investment opportunities in Mexico in this sector has to do with agricultural inputs, fertilizers, and the like. So in terms of auto industry, that as I was saying is one of our focus industries, not only manufacturing, but also in the IT business. And I was telling you before that most of the big. So, and of course, in the India pharmaceutical industry also is very much present. As you know, India, the pharmacy of the world, is one of the key players in many countries, and of course, Mexico is no exception. Last but not least, there are Mexico, as you may know, is one of the big, the superpowers in terms of tourism. We are one of the largest, markets for tourism.